It's officially living up to the hype.
It's gonna rain at some point.
This is proving to be super hard. It's extremely dark. I'm very wet. Alpine's on fire.
Dude, this is a good one. I'm on it. I forgot to hit record.
Okay, it's the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I came to this race as a fan with my wife in 2017. I had a Canon T2i that I was using to make sort of just vacation photos, and I shot some of the race cars, and I hadn't really been exposed to sports cars, but I was a huge race fan. And I fell in love with shooting, but more importantly, shooting sports cars. I just love sports cars from that point on. And to be back here today covering this race is just super surreal. We're ready to go. I feel excited, I feel rested. I'm gonna go to the media center, get my stuff set up, try to grab some breakfast, and do a little bit of planning. So, ready to get this day started.
I've learned from past events that it's good to stash my scooter before all the fans arrive. I knew I wanted to film the start from the outside of the front straight, so I took my scooter over there to stash it pretty early before all the madness got started.
All right, it's almost time now. We got a little bit of rain this morning, and not sure how that's gonna affect the race. We've still got about 3 hours to go, but the grid walk is gonna start soon. We have to have our sort of fire suit and helmet on to be able to do the first half of the grid walk before they let fans out. So I'm just sort of waiting, taking some shots of the team. Lots of energy so far, but I'm excited, I'm ready. The fans, even the ones that aren't going on the grid walk, are quite a lot, so. But yeah, let's see what we got on the grid walk. It's my first one in Le Mans, and we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what to expect. All right, the grid walk's nuts. It's officially living up to the hype to me so far. I've been on a lot of grid walks, but this one has a bit of entertainment, tons of people, fantastic cars, fantastic grid. The fans here are just absolutely insane. So I've gotten quite a few shots, I think. I'm gonna wait until they evacuate all the fans and then get some stuff of the team, hopefully by the car before the race. Then we got a little bit of time. I'm gonna try to get to my turn one spot somewhat early. I don't think I'm gonna shoot in turn one. We're not on pole or anything. We're a bit buried. I think I'm just gonna shoot sort of right along this sort of front straight wall. I think I'm just gonna shoot. Like I said, they're nuts. I think I'm just gonna shoot right along this front straight wall and just get like a really quick pan of the cars going by. I think I like starting off my video better that way than I do just it feels a bit generic to just have the shot of them all coming into turn one when we're not on pole. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then we'll see where the sun takes us from there. All right, now that madness is over, I'm gonna try to grab some food. It's an hour and a half until the race starts, so I'm gonna try to grab some food at the team hospitality really quick, change out of my fire suit maybe, and then get to my spot.
On my way to lunch, I stopped by the garage to say good luck to a few of the guys, since I probably won't see them before the start of the race. Super lucky to have Aston Martin hospitality here. I've gotten caught a few times not eating before the start of a 24-hour race, and it can get pretty brutal. Not to mention they serve super good food all race long.
Holy crap, that was a good meal. Thank you, Aston Martin Hospitality, for that. I've been in Europe for 30 days and my lunches have got a bit stagnant, so nice to have a little change of pace. I went to the media center, got some stuff. I don't really know what to expect, so we might get rained on, so I got a rain jacket. It's gonna get colder, I think, so I've got a sweatshirt. And I've got my t-shirt or my polo on, but I put my fire suit down. I'm gonna keep it on because I do think that we're gonna end up stopping. It's gonna rain at some point, and I wanna be able to do a pit stop without having to make that change. So I've got about 45 minutes. I'm gonna hustle to my start shot and hopefully get a good spot.
And this is where stashing that scooter came in handy. There's so many fans moving around at this point, it would have been impossible to get to my spot quickly.
All right, I've been in Le Mans for 14 days, shoot. I've been in Europe for 30 days. It's finally time to go racing. Drivers are ready, fans are ready. It's time to start this thing off. 24 hours on the clock, let's go. Coming in, some people aren't. This is where it gets exciting. Had a quick bite of dinner at the AMR Hospitality. I've made the trek out to Indianapolis for golden hour. You can see that's not working out so well, but I had some sun for a minute and I love Indianapolis, man. I feel like every corner on this track is like becoming a favorite, but since it doesn't look like we're gonna get a golden hour, I'm gonna spend a little time over here in the trees, just panning through these trees. Then I'm gonna make my way over towards the Ferris wheel and hope that the sun pops out for golden hour. So, time to get back into it before we take an editing break for the night. I'm gonna be done at Indianapolis. I don't. Uh-oh. Alpine's on fire. I was gonna leave Indianapolis. Okay. Okay, well, it smells like oil. Yeah, driver's out. There's no fire, I don't think. No. The sun's trying to peek out. I think this corner, this section has a lot more to give, but I just don't have time. If the sun peeks out and I miss sort of golden hour, because it's quite a trip back to where I need to be, so I'm definitely going to try to hit this spot again tomorrow, but right now I need to get on my scooter and try to get to my golden hour spot in a hurry. I'm a little bit late. It's not looking good. I'm going to stay and hang out, but it's not looking good on the golden hour today. Okay, it's definitely nighttime now, as you can tell. Still fans everywhere. I don't have a lot of nighttime stuff. I'm lacking quite a lot in the pit lane and on track. I don't usually sleep on 24-hour races, but I would like to try. So I'm gonna go out now. It's about 11 p.m. now. I'm gonna try to get my on-track stuff, try to get my pit lane stuff, try to get everything I need by round 2, and then go have a rest. So the 3 days before this, starting on Wednesday,
I went to bed at like 2 a.m. and then 1 a.m. Thursday and about 12:30 yesterday. And I would love to, it's still another late one, but I would love to get some proper sleep. It's been a bit. So I'm gonna try to go out and get that stuff done. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna take the drive back out to Indianapolis and see what we can get.
This is proving to be super hard. It's extremely dark. I haven't found anywhere super well lit yet. I'm gonna keep circling Indianapolis. I think I'll go to Daytona after that, and then I'll likely hit up the front stretch, and I'll sort of get a feel for where I'm at, and if I need more, I'll get more. The Daytona chicane. This is the most light I've seen for a minute. I'm cold. I'm wet. I'm very wet. I just rode 2 miles or 3 kilometers on a scooter in the rain. They say this is what separates the men from the boys, but at this very moment, I'm perfectly happy being a boy. Thank you.
I'm on the pit lane now. I need some nighttime pit stop stuff, but the race is under safety car, so waiting for the boys to come in and make some stops, hopefully some tires, and yeah, it's a 40-minute pit window, so hopefully the first time they come in for tires. If not, I gotta wait a while. The freaking rain just causing a mess.
Okay, so Peugeot is not a client, but I'm sitting there doing that stop thinking like, dude, this is a good one. I'm on it. I forgot to hit record. Freaking A.
Hello again. It's been a while since my last update. I think my last, I'm not sure the time, I don't remember, but I think it was around 6 a.m. on the pit lane. And I ended up, we were under safety car for heavy rain. And I sat on the pit lane for about an hour and a half. We were still under safety car, and I needed like nighttime pit stop stuff for my edit, as I said. So unfortunately we didn't get it. So I decided to go to my car. I called my wife, I went to sleep for a little while, and then got up, started shooting, and we wrecked, unfortunately. So part of racing is out of the race, which is a bit unfortunate. So our race is done. Danny is okay, which is the only thing that actually matters in the grand scheme of things. But unfortunately, our race is over. So there's about 4 or 5 hours left in the race. The part of my job that you don't get to see, that I don't really show, is the hospitality aspect. So I'll do, along with the on-track duties, I'll do hospitality stuff, edits for Aston Martin. So that's really the only thing I can bring you on. So I'll bring you on some of that, and we'll see what you think of it.
It's taken a full 2 weeks, but I finally feel like I'm starting to get the hang of navigating this place. This place is massive. It's 8 miles the track, and it's not like you just go to corners. You have to like take city roads with real cars on them, and a lot of times some of the shots that you saw take like sometimes like 20 minutes, 20, 30, 40 minutes to get to these corners. So like lots of extra planning. This entire race, I've really learned patience. The laps are so long, and I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of it. I wish I could like start with what I know now, but hopefully we'll be back next year. Okay. I'm gonna go on a bit of a side quest now. When we got to Europe, I vacationed with my wife for a couple weeks before Le Mans. We got some extra euros out in cash for an emergency, just in case. Thing is, we used our card the whole time. So I have a couple $100 in euros in my pocket that are no good to me after today. I also have really been wanting like some model cars for my desk, my work desk at home. And wouldn't you know it, they sell those here. So I'm just gonna go, I'm not guaranteeing anything, I'm just gonna have a peek. Copped the number 50 Ferrari hypercar, going on the desk at home. I've been wanting this. I'm gonna start a little collection. A 1/43rd scale, I think is what it's called. So if you have a line on who makes good sort of race car replicas, hit me up, because I wanna have some of these on the desk. Okay, and that's it for the Le Mans 24 hours for this year. Like I said, it's my first ever time covering this event professionally, and it definitely lived up to the hype. I would say, and it's tough because I just came off of it, but I would say definitely the best event I've ever covered. Between all the stuff that you do in the city, the fan turnout, the race itself, the track as well, all of those things, even individually, are top notch, and then combine them all into one event and it's absolutely insane. So the vlog sort of ended, the day in the life sort of ended a little bit abrupt, right? The rain with the 3-hour safety car combined with our car wrecking, so my focus shifted a lot. My actual job, right, because it's not my job to create this content, right? I'm not a Casey Neistat or a Peter McKinnon where my job is to create that content. My job, I have a job, right, and I do this stuff just for fun, to put stuff out there. When I was starting out, I wished there was more content out there for people, so that's why I do it. My real job's always going to come first, but so I did lack a little bit there at the end, but I hope this was a nice look inside. I plan to do more of these, of course. I fly home tomorrow. I'm actually celebrating the Le Mans being over by charging my car. I have an early trip to Paris in the morning, and I can't make it there without 100% battery in this thing. So I'm charging my car tonight so that I can get going early in the morning. I fly home, and I'm home for 2 days, and then we go to Watkins for the 6 hours. So it's a bit of a tough schedule, pretty tight turnaround, but that is this life that I've chosen. So I appreciate you watching. If you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Feel free to hit all the buttons and things. That stuff helps a lot. I don't ever ask for support financially, so if you could do one little mouse click on that thumbs up button, that would be extremely helpful to me in the future. So I appreciate you watching, and we will see you at the Watkins Glen vlog.